story about Arry and Bert the Diesels. They liked playing tricks on the steam engines and getting them into trouble. But one Halloween, their trick backfired. It was a Halloween on the island of Sodor. The engines were enjoying picking up passengers dressed as monsters, witches and wizards. Thomas and Emily were going on a night run that evening. They were collecting iron trucks from Arry and Bert at the smelter's yard, which had to be delivered to the harbour before sunrise. Percy thought Halloween was scary, so he was glad that he had not been chosen for the job. At the end of the day, the tired engines returned to Tidmouth Shed. It was now time for Thomas and Emily to go on their night. Be careful at the smelter's yard, Percy warned. It can be rather dark and creepy there after dark. There's nothing to be afraid of, said Thomas confidently. There's no such thing as ghosts. Ghosts are just silly make-believe, Emily added, as they steamed away. Thomas and Emily raced across the island. They liked travelling at night, passing owls and foxes as they went. Peep, peep! It seemed quieter than ever tonight, Thomas said to Emily. It's very dark too, Emily said a little timidly. By the time they reached the smelter's door, Emily felt a little nervous. She looked for Arry and Bert but couldn't see them anywhere. She thought they must be in the smelter's shed, so she made her way towards it with Thomas following behind. There's no need to worry, Thomas said, as he and Emily moved through the dark yard. But then they heard a huge crash. What was that? Emily shouted fearfully. The wind must have knocked something over, Thomas replied. But he didn't believe that was true. His pistons rattled as he trembled. He didn't feel so brave anymore. Hiding in the shadows, Arry and Bert smiled. Bert pushed an oil drum, causing it to crash to the ground. Thomas and Emily jumped as they heard it, and as they passed the hiding diesels, Arry and Bert moaned and groaned like scary ghosts. Cinders and ashes, said Thomas, in surprise. This place is haunted, cried Emily as she rushed towards the shed. She wanted to fetch the trucks and leave the scary place as soon as possible. In the shed, Emily saw the trucks they had come to collect. She moved towards them without noticing a white sheet hanging from the ceiling above her. As she passed underneath, it caught on her fender and suddenly fell off. Ah! She cried. The ghost has got me. She raced to the door trying to get away from it. When Thomas saw what looked like a ghost engine coming towards him, he forgot about the iron trucks and ran away. Emily, covered by the sheet, raced after him. Arry and Bert were waiting outside. They were looking forward to laughing at Thomas and Emily for being such scaredy engines. But when they saw Thomas being chased by a ghost engine, they were scared too. Oh no, there really is a ghost, cried Arry. Let's get out of here, shouted Bert as they turned and fled. Arry and Bert raced across the island, followed by a ghost engine. As they neared Tidmouth Sheds, Thomas frantically whistled to wake the other engines. Yawning loudly, Percy said, Whatever is the matter, Thomas? There's a ghost engine after us, cried Thomas. Look, here it comes. Everybody gasped when they saw it approaching. They couldn't believe their eyes. But as the ghost went under a signal, the corner of the sheet caught on. And as Emily rushed towards, the sheet fell to the ground behind her. It looks like Emily is your ghost, giggled Percy, and the other engines all laughed. Arry, Bert and Thomas felt very foolish. Emily was just relieved that there was no ghost after all. The Fat Controller came to the shed to find out what was happening. Thomas told him about the spooky noises that had made him and Emily think the smelter's yard was haunted. So when the sheet fell on me and I thought it really was a ghost, said Emily with a smile. Do you know anything about this? The Fat Controller asked Arry and Bert, who meekly nodded. In that case, he said, you will deliver the trucks to the harbour tonight, and while you're doing that, you can think about all the trouble your trick has caused. Arry and Bert apologised to the Fat Controller and set off to the smelting yard to fetch the ship. As they disappeared into the distance, the steam engines heard them arguing about whose idea it had been. Now we've established there are no ghosts, we can all go back to sleep, the Fat Controller said to the other engines. The engines were relieved that there were no ghosts, but they all agreed it would be a long time before they got the sight of Emily, the ghost engine.